On Monday, Valve announced that they're going to be doing a bunch of new changes to Artifact. And they've been teasing these for a while, but it's actually more hard details, right? In case you don't remember, Artifact was a game that Valve released after years and years of not really releasing a whole lot, right? I guess the lab, the Portal experience from the HTC Vive thing that they were doing, and also the Dota experience, like those were game-esque. They were interactive things. But Artifact, right, was that was an actual game that they were releasing that, when it was originally announced, if you remember, there was that video. It was a video documenting a real event of the announcement, we're making a new game, the reveal, and then the crowd booing at the announcement that it was going to be a card game, right? Because I guess people are sick of card games, although you wouldn't know it from the number of games coming out with card deck building mechanics every single day. But it seemed like a bit of a cash grab, right? Blizzard has Hearthstone, and Valve didn't have any kind of equivalent, and so we're making Artifact. We're making a Dota card game, and just knowing Dota and Team Fortress and Steam and the packs and the gambling and all that stuff, I think people were a bit justifiably pessimistic, cynical about what the game was likely to be. The thing that excited me at the time was that they were going to have Richard Garfield working on that game, and creator of Magic the Gathering. I believe actually also the creator of the Pokemon trading card game, and also Netrunner. A bunch of fabulous card games. This is a guy who knows how to make card games. I haven't been the biggest fan of the video games he's made, but we don't have to get into that. There's no reason to bring that up. Is the card games are good. I like the card games. Anyway, so him working on Artifact, I thought was a good sign. And I thought, hey, Valve, I'm a fan of their products. I'm a fan of the products they've released thus far. Why can't they make a card game? Why can't they make a card game? Well, they can, and they did, and it was not well received. It was pretty unpopular. Actually, that was the problem. It was popular. People got it, and then they played it, and they hated it, and they didn't want to play it anymore. And so I guess in a way, if it wasn't popular, it wouldn't have been as big of a controversy. But anyway, 5 months after it came out, they kind of, I don't know, they put a hold on the whole thing. And they were like, okay, we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to keep working on this. We're going to come back to this. Well, on Monday, they announced at least the tentative plan about how they're going to start changing things. I'm not going to get into the specific details because I don't fully understand them, frankly. I'm not familiar enough with the game. But the main thing is that they're going to stop charging people for individual cards, which is maybe a good idea. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. If you're a big fan of Artifact, you let me know if you think this is a good idea. But regardless, I thought it's an interesting topic, and it's good news. I think it's a good sign for the future of the Valve, right? They've been hiring up all these people. They just released Half-Life Alyx, which people are playing, and people certainly seem to like writing on that board, so presumably the rest of the game is as compelling as that. But Artifact, is the one big black spot on their record, the one big stinky thing, and I'm optimistic. I think, Richard Garfield deserves better than this. And the game, why couldn't it be good? Anyway, the other thing I wanted to update you about, it's not really an update, I didn't do anything, but I highly recommend that you check out over on humblebundle.com. They have a special little pack. It's called like the Combating COVID pack or something. However, it's got a bunch of heavy hitters in there, a bunch of really, really big games, and as like books and stuff and whatever, that's fine. But the games this is like the biggest indie games of all time, right? Some of them, but a lot of them, right? You've got like you got The Witness, you got Superhot, you got Hollow Knight, you got well, the reason I care is because Undertale is in it, and I like Undertale. However, the big thing about this bundle is that 100% of the money is going to like charities involved in combating COVID-19, which is cool. It's like locked at 100%. It's all going to them. And the only problem with the pack, unless you're really into the books, you probably own most of these games, right? Like, I think I own almost all the ones that I would be excited about being in this pack, I own. However, this is a really good, it's like $40 or something weird. Might be, I got a Canadian dollar, so whatever, it's cheap. And they say that it's like $1,000 value, and it's like, cool, that's great. I think that this is a really good, like, video game starter pack. Like, if you have a friend who's, you're just like, hey, like, you want to get into games? Maybe you'll like games or whatever. Here you go. Here's a, that's my impression of you, by the way. Here you go. Here's a little starter pack. Here's a $40 little gift thing, full of all these games that you're going to like. And if you like these, you'll like more. You can begin this new hobby of yours, and if you don't like any of them, then you probably don't like games, it turns out. Or I guess you can give them as gifts individually, but I want you to buy the pack. That's why I'm telling you about it. So go buy the pack, read the update about Artifact if you care, and that's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow.